What's going on, YouTube? Omix here with a Katakuri deck profile for you guys. This has probably been long overdue. I've been just testing a lot of different ratios with the deck to see what I like. And this is the deck list that I came up with. It's still, in my opinion, incomplete. It's just weird, like Katakuri is in this weird state right now where he's like really like kind of just I'd put him at like B tier. Like he's not like Rogue, but he's not like the best deck of the format, right?
Yeah, not meta viable.
He's all right. So this is my list that I've been having a lot of success with, and yeah, if you guys have any like comments about the list or any questions, obviously you guys are more than welcome to ask. But yeah, we'll get right into the deck list. We're on 4 Pudding Searcher, best card for searching in the deck. Also, it has the secondary effect where it's active main, Dawn -1. You can look at the top of your opponent's life. This is good in combination with if you just want to like play out cards and then get early Dawn minus effects to ramp off your Parasparrow later on if you have them established.
Yeah.
So that way you can just do different combos.
Yeah, it doesn't allow you to open up your Parasparrow as well because play testing we had a scenario where you couldn't necessarily just gamble and use Parasparrow to get the ramp on.
Exactly.
If you had the pudding on field, that would allow you to do that.
Yeah, so pudding just like kind of guarantees your Parasparrow effect to activate the Dawn.
Really handy.
Yeah, especially if you have everything set up, she's really good. We're on 3, Anana. This card's really good. Probably should find a way to fit 4. Just having a 1-cost blocker.
Yeah,
We need
low chump, yeah.
Yeah, chump blockers in this meta I feel like are really good.
Yeah, they're back. They're definitely back.
Definitely back. I think she should be tuned to 4. If you guys can find a slot 4 to play her at 4, I definitely would. We're on 3 of the search event. This card's really good. Getting it out of life feels really nice too. I don't know if I would run 4 of this event just because it's just non-counter.
Yeah, you probably have enough search potential already.
Yeah, just having 7 searchers I think is enough for me personally. We're on 4 of the Kit Kat, the little cat. 2 cost, active main. You can play out a big cat if your opponent has the capabilities.
Yeah, the equal Dawn.
The equal Dawn, yeah.
Whatever your opponent's Dawn is, it allows you to shit out.
So if your opponent's at 8 Dawn, you can shit out the 8-cost Katakuri for just 2 Dawn, which is
so you can
super
play
nice.
2 8-drop Katakuris for what, 10 Dawn?
Yeah. You can play 16 Dawn worth of Katakuris and still do be aggressive or do whatever you have to do essentially.
There's some nice things you can do.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, shout out to him getting a winter card too. I didn't know that.
Yeah, very cool.
Really
it was actually our boy
Active
Slayer, aka Royal Card Gaming, who hooked me up.
Yeah,
he won with what is it?
Bello Betty.
Bello Betty
Betty
at our locals. So he hooked me
Attack my life, bro.
Yeah, he got lucky. He beat me. What do you do? He sees 3 crosses.
3
in one
crosses.
turn. What do you do?
Yeah,
Hey,
3
your
crosses.
leader's a 2K. Deal
I
Deal with
love
it.
being
Cry
a
about
2K
it.
leader. It's fun.
We're on 4 of the pudding. That if you Dawn minus, you can ramp it on. This card is like super staple. I feel like it's your best second turn play if you're going first. You swing and you ramp, so basically you get free knowledge every turn of what your opponent's playing.
Yeah, you definitely have a curve on everything you want to do. It seems like you want to go first because you want to establish a pudding, then establish another pudding, and then hopefully establish the Parasparrow on the follow-up.
Exactly.
And then going from there, you should be eating pretty
You're
damn
eating
well.
really good, yeah. We're on 3 of the Monador 2K. This is just a 2K. I don't think I've actually used the effect to like take your life.
Yeah, what is the effect?
Yeah.
Let us know. 'Cause I don't think people would know about what it is.
Yeah,
exactly.
you can read it. The active main isn't really like
What is
crazy.
it? Trash himself and return 1 Dawn. Your opponent places 2 cards to the trash at the bottom of their deck, and then add top of your life to your hand.
Yeah.
This card is ass.
It's a 2K. It's a that's pretty much all it is.
I don't think I would ever use that effect unless my opponent was playing like Lucci and it only had like 2 cards in there.
Is there just a dumb argument for you to run Black Maria over that? Because
there
it is searchable off of your event.
There is an argument. If you are running the event,
it helps you
can
recover.
run
If
it.
you ever actually use Big Mom effect, that helps
to
you
recover that on.
We'll get into that later, though. but-
Yeah, absolutely. This is just my list. Strucid. Strucid we're on 3 of. I like it because honestly I should probably be 4 and 2. Just because the resting effect can come up. getting knowledge, like if you have putting on board, you get knowledge information of what the top card is, and then you reveal it off of the Strucin and rest of 4 costs. Really good, Dom minus. There's a lot of like combo potential you can have with it.
He has good interaction right now, especially in the meta, because a lot of people are playing Forza as well.
Yeah, weenie blockers.
Yeah, so I mean, like this card, if you're playing against like
Right.
Yellow Green Law,
Yeah.
playing their 2-drop fucking Capone Beige,
Peanut
playing
Butter
against
Luffy.
Bonnie, you can rest their Eroge and swing into their Eroge, and they also play a lot of small blockers.
Mhm.
Then you got other decks in the format too.
Not much
even
Bungie, but-
even GP Luffy right now is playing like the small little Nico Robin blockers
Or the Frankie as
or
well.
the Frankie.
So
If
he's
they
got
don't
some fair
boost
amount of
it with
targets right
the
now.
event, you can rest it and just swing into it for free. And then same thing with like Black Purple. If they play a small block, the 4-drop Frankie.
Mhm.
If they don't have a Dawn or leader, you can rest it and swing into that too.
Oh yeah, because it is, you have to have a Donner
Yeah.
leader for that. Yeah, for that plus effect.
And you like to go first in this deck, so I mean, like
Mhm.
if they're going second, they just go 4-drop Frankie so they can get their leader ability off to get a Dawn. I mean, you can just rest it next turn and swing
Yeah.
into it.
It's like, haha, misplay.
We are on 3 of the Usahachi. This is probably also
Staple.
before.
It
Yeah.
needs to be 4.
Yeah.
The stable card.
Needs to be 4.
The ratios could be changed. Like you
Yeah.
could cut this completely and
Because
then
what,
bump.
currently you have 9 2K?
Yeah, currently 9 total 2K in the deck, which honestly doesn't feel terrible.
Yeah, cut this. Go for that.
Yeah. We are on 4 of the Bonclay. This card is super good. I was asked in the comment section, what is a good substitute for Mr. 2?
Basil Hawkins.
Basil Hawkins is actually kind of funny.
Basil Hawkins.
Yeah.
He's a 4-drop on-play Rampadon, rested or active, I can't recall, but he has a trigger that allows him to Rampadon or play himself, which still ramps you a Dawn.
Yep.
He's a counter in hand.
Mhm.
So
It's if you guys don't know, just look up the purple 4-cost Basil Hawkins.
yeah, I can't recall. I think
and
he's
if
from the
you-
original set, if not from a structure.
I mean, if you don't have the structure,
That is
I think
that
he's
is
from the
definitely
structure.
one of the best budget-friendly ones. You could also run Irons. Irons is
Irons,
another good one.
Irons as
But
well.
Hawkins is probably just more consistency if they're going for ramp.
Also, if you're wanting to max out on 12 2Ks as well, I would say like final thoughts on the 2Ks. I'd go 4 Strucin, 4 Usohachi, and then 4 Sasaki. Because he's
Yeah,
also
Sasaki is
he's
definitely
Black
good.
Maria or Sasaki. Just to
Yeah,
you
Sasaki
can
allow you to ramp.
I'd say Black Mario.
yeah, because if you're running the event searcher, you know you can grab it because
Yeah.
you know.
The reason
at
why
the event.
the argument for Black Maria over that is so when you go have when you have the 10 dropout later
Mhm.
on and
Yeah,
you go
helps you recruit
5
better on that portion.
and you want to boost yourself to 7k for the turn,
Mhm.
and now it makes it extremely harder. If you survive that turn, the next turn you could play Black Maria and just go right back to 10.
Right. We should be on 4 of this Paris Barrel. Super good.
3, you see it pretty consistently.
I
still,
see it.
though.
I see it really consistently still. I'm also pitching it off of its own effect a lot too.
I don't see it.
He's a one and done.
When I was play
IG.
testing the deck for him, I only seen that card one time out of the like 5 or 6
Hey,
times. I
Caddy
played
Curry
the
just loves him, man.
Uh,
That's
it's
just been his
just
go-to.
my deck. I don't know
yeah,
what to say.
It's my go-to, bro.
For 5 costs, additional 5 costs, we're on 2 Kid. This comes up if you don't see the Parasparrow. It still ramps you if you
Yeah.
still want to go leader ability and whatnot. Late game blocker, Queen, honestly one of the best late
The
game
filter now
blockers.
is just so
It
good
just
as well.
filters out dead cards in your hand. You establish a blocker, and then
Yes.
you can just combo if you already have things established.
Good to see the boy back.
Yeah. Good to see Queen back. For events, we're on 2 Godthread. I think Godthread's really good in this meta right now. There's a lot of threatening 5-cost bodies that are being ran right now or lower that need to be dealt with.
Cavendish.
This also ramps you Dawn.
Yeah, just good all in all.
Yeah, it's just
Because
all-
even if you have a turn where your opponent play anything too
Cavendish,
crazy, you could play
Blocker
it still.
I can't think of any of
yeah.
those.
They're-
Carrot and Bonnie. maybe?
yeah, Carrot and Bonnie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what is it? The blue purple. You just pop their Zoro or their Bond
So,
play or whatever.
putting
it is.
Sanji if you want to punish.
you got
yeah,
options. There's a lot always options.
There's a lot of options. Yeah, we're on 4 of the 8-cost Katakuri. This card is mandatory for us. Don't play less of it.
I hope not if you're playing 4 kids.
Yeah. That card says restand and ramp. so you
Mandatory 5/5,
don't
yeah.
care about using leader effect after you play this card, or it's free. I don't know what else to say, bro. It's one of the best blockers in the game. I feel like right now, just because it can restand itself. If I'm being
It's
honest.
so good that it's being played in any of the purple Loki decks. That's all there needs to be said. It should have been leader locked to this leader personally, but
Just big mom, yeah.
Yeah, big mom in
or
general.
category.
Yeah.
'Cause the fact that it can restand two characters.
Leader locking may be a little crazy. At least she can be played in. He can be played in pudding as well, at the very least.
well, that's still leader locking it to big mom.
To leader logging into big vampires.
Type lock.
Type lock. Yeah. We're on 4 of the 10 costs. I know a lot of deck lists are running 3. I like 4. I like the Seer. There's been times where I was playtesting actually, and I didn't see this card at all. Like full on shuffle, mull, and all my 10 costs were on the bottom of the deck, and it felt really bad in that matchup.
Yeah, who needs Gobble Mom, bro? Not me.
It's she's super good. Please run her at 4, and then
Yeah, it's a 12k rush that gives you some form of protection.
it's a
on your
12k
turn.
rush. You want to see her. If you don't see her, you kind of just like cry about it, because there's not like you have Katakuri and then you have your moms for your top end.
You're ramping
so-
for a purpose, and the purpose is to get Katakuri and Big Mom out, essentially.
Exactly. It's turbo. Play out those cards, and then in my opinion, one of the best late game counter events, Slow Beam. You Dawn -1. Activate the event, Dawn -1, rest any character.
Yeah. And plus 2,000 for the battle.
Plus 2,000 for the battle.
It's just really good because it gives you that counter, but also
in
helps you
combination with Katakuri, you block with Katakuri, you become a 10k blocker.
Yeah, you get basically kind of like 2 blocks out of them.
So if they swing 9, cool, fucking
Log on, like, damn, that's
yeah,
cool, that's cute.
that would be unfortunate if I just rest. And you can actually, people don't really respect
Yeah,
this
respect
card
or
enough
respect.
in purple decks. So like if you just tech the 2 of, which I think 2 of is like perfect.
I've never respected that card because I play Cody Jones, so good luck getting that card off.
That part, yeah. So you just go tap Katakuri and tap 1 Dawn.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Can't be ashamed.
Cool, nice dot. I hope it's a
For decks
giant-
that aren't running Goaty Jones. But no, this is the list. Obviously, you can up the ratios where you want them to. This is kind of what I built myself and I found a lot of success with.
Yep.
I think in the future, I'm definitely going to go ahead, since I'm running the event and I think I like the event, I'm going to go ahead and take my buddy's advice. That's why I have them here helping me with this deck profile, and actually run 4 Marias, and then maybe cut some other cards down, and then bump some other important ratios up, being here and here.
Yeah, because it really seems like your game plan is just to drop out the 1-drop pudding, play out the 3-drop pudding, play out the Paris Sparrow, and then basically have some type of follow-up after the fact, and just go from there. Maintain your categories and your Lenlands. That's essentially what it seems like you're trying to do.
Exactly.
You can catch your opponent off, by surprise with your 2-drop category, shooting out your 8 drops, being more efficient as well. So like, it's really versatile. It's got some plays. You can play at least 2-3 bodies a turn. Essentially, you're never you're never really stuck to just 1 body a turn, which is always good.
Yeah, and then just having the ability for late game, if you just have the ability to just shit out 2 Katakuris, if you already have like a board established, like say you already have the Paris Sparrow established, and you just throw out 2 of these and you have 4 Katakuris in hand, just
And then
you kind of you shit out 16 Dawn worth of fucking Katakuris.
It's insane. The fact that you can do that is just
It's just crazy.
And you already have a board established. You're restanding 4 at the end. It's just
like I've never pulled it off, but in theory you could play, if you had an insane hand where you had all 4 of these and you had 4 of these, bro, you can shit out 4 Katakuris for 8 Dawn.
Imagine,
It is
bro.
it is an option. I've never done it before, but yeah.
I mean, the only other added argument for Black Maria that I wanted to add in here is not only are you ramping a bunch of Dawn for Black Maria, when you hit 10 Dawn really quickly, and like I said earlier, you use this, if you already have one of these established, or this established, the Dawn that would go back to Black Maria, if you use this early, and your opponent's sitting at like 7 or 8 Dawn, you just get it back anyway because this stuff will bring it back.
Yep.
So I mean, like, even
So you can
Black
sequence the Black Maria
Yeah,
effect to
so-
go back to them,
She'll
and
go
then
first, and they'll allow you to get 2 free back anyways.
Exactly.
gotcha.
So I mean,
Yeah.
like playing Black Maria and it's searchable. It's another 2K that's searchable.
Yeah.
A lot of ways to make a circulate and everything like that. But the deck looks really good.
It's really fun.
simple as well as as to gameplay, what you're trying to get situated and everything.
Yeah,
like
the Game Boy is
I rate it
turbo
a
to
solid high C tier.
C
I think the argument for B is fine, bro.
See, I
Low
think
B.
I think low B is is
he's not going to be listened to most rogue decks for the most part. He can do some pretty interesting things.
it takes a really good pilot to make this deck do what it's supposed to do. And you can obviously, there's a lot of changeable parts here that I'm still testing with, but like I said, this is the final deck list, guys. If you do like it, let me know in the comments. If you think there's some other tech for this deck that we haven't mentioned today, just let us know. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you do enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you want early access to deck lists and gameplay videos, I'd highly recommend it, becoming a member. We have a newest member, Polar Bear 78, Simon Anderson, Joyboy G5, Moglin, Simon Luke, Cronus ZX, 7 Drakers, Daddy Vader, Dagoon Lagoon. We also have Pokey Blue, Nate K, and S-Hawk. Thank you guys so much for being members and supporting the channel. It means the world to me that I can have a hobby and have you guys support it so much. So thank you guys so much for that, and hope you guys enjoy the new deck lists and early content. Thank you.